an Ajax Patient's presentation. Now, sit back and relax and enjoy this special.
Hi, my name is Macy, or May, but call me Fluorine. Atomic number 9, molar mass 18.998. And I am the most electronegative element on the periodic table. That means I like to pull electrons in. That also makes me the most reactive non-metal. There's this festival/dance thing happening at the end of the week. Dr. Iron started doing this 25 years ago to boost morale for the end of the year. But between you and me, we all know what it is really about. It's all about romance. A giant flirt fest. A lot of relationships, hookups, drama, and maybe a few connections. I bought my own ticket to the dance. The Knops gang, the rest of the halogens, and the alkali metals all bought theirs. However, I am going to the dance alone. Chlorine has sodium, bromine has lithium, and iodine has potassium. All of my friends have their valence shells filled. And then there's me. I'm still short one electron in my valence shell, waiting to take that last electron. Still incomplete. I've come to terms of what others think about me from last semester. I flirted too aggressively in the past and it has scared everyone off. I've made too many cheesy pickup lines, cornered people, and left lipstick-stained napkins in the cafeteria. Some people say I don't understand personal space and I get where they are coming from. But I'm not a monster. I just want what everyone else has in my friend group, a full valence shell.
Hi. My name's Maxwell. Or Max. But just call me Cesium. Atomic number 55. Molar mass 132.905. The most electropositive element on the periodic table. That means I like to give away electrons. This makes me the most reactive stable metal. So there is this festival/dance coming up that Dr. Iron started 25 years ago. I talked to him and he said that it's supposed to help students stay focused and finish strong as the year wraps up. Some people do need that motivation. Not me though. I'm a nerd. Don't let the buff physique fool you. I'm not a one-dimensional stereotypical idiot buff guy as portrayed in media. I am the most intelligent one out of my friends and my extended friend group. Apparently romance is a huge part of this festival. After I talked with Dr. Iron, it finally clicked. This isn't just a celebration. It's a bonding event. I bought my ticket to the dance and so did everyone else in my friend group. Everyone is paired up with someone. Lithium has bromine, sodium has chlorine, and potassium has iodine. Rubidium is going alone, but that is just because he doesn't care about a relationship with someone. Although a lot of the girls here are obsessed with him. And then there is me. Holding on to this extra electron. Still waiting to give it to someone who might actually want it. Although everyone is pushed away by me and I know why. I've flirted too hard. Too fast. Cornered people with compliments, cracked too many awkward jokes, got in too close when I should have backed off. It has scared everyone off. I don't have that full valence shell like everyone else, but I want it.
Despite all of this, I've had my eye on this one guy since November. I've never told anyone. Not even iodine, bromine, or chlorine. Although chlorine would flip if she found out. His name is Cesium. You know. He's the intelligent, buff, 6 feet 7 inches, athletic guy with lustrous silvery gold skin in our friend group. He definitely compliments me with my reactivity.
Despite this though, I do like someone who compliments my reactivity. I've had this crush on her since November. Her name is Fluorine. You know. The 6 feet 4 inches, pretty, gothic, yellow-skinned girl with a strong bleach-like smell.
I've been wanting to ask Cesium out for a long time now, and this dance seems like the perfect opportunity to. But there is an elephant in the room, and her name is Emma, but she goes by Chlorine. She makes it near impossible for me to ask Cesium out. Let's just say she is overprotective. She's convinced that if Cesium and I start dating, the school will violently explode into a crater, and she's very vocal about it. To everyone. Especially iodine and bromine who, by the way, actually want Cesium and me to be a couple. She'll shut them down for even mentioning it. And the worst of all, she is a hypocrite. She is just like me, just less intense. When sodium is around her, she acts just like me. She thinks it is different, but that is boron monosulfide. She literally makes out in public with sodium. But when it comes to me and Cesium, we can't even talk to each other. But Chlorine's made herself the relationship safety officer, veto queen, whatever. Either way, she has made one thing very clear. No cesium. Ever.
Fluorine, are you coming with us to calculus?
We're about to head out. If you are, hurry up before Chlorine has a mental breakdown.
Stop standing there and staring in the mirror looking pretty. We don't want to be late.
I'm coming, but yeah, asking him out is gonna be a challenge.
I've been wanting to ask Fluorine out for a few months now, but that salty man-child named Kale, but he goes by Sodium, makes it near impossible to just even talk to her. He is convinced if me and her get together, we both will make the school go up in flames. Lithium, potassium, and rubidium are fine with that and have joked about it because of how similar we are to each other. But Sodium shuts it down if her name is mentioned after mine, and he is a hypocrite. His girlfriend Chlorine acts just like Fluorine and I around him, and they both like to publicly make out. He says it is different, but that is a total lie.
Are you seriously still lifting cesium? We got to head to calculus soon.
You know Mrs. Cobalt will dock 2.5 points off our attendance grade for being late.
So are you coming with us or not?
Let's move. Calculus waits for no one.
I'm coming. Let's head over. I want to ask her out this week, but it is going to be difficult. I just need to find a way to get Sodium out of the picture. We're working on finding the area under a curve using representative rectangles in calculus. Nothing too crazy yet. For Fluorine and I, we got this. It doesn't really trip us up.
Because of how complex and convoluted this lesson is, they had to divide up this lecture up into 2 parts. I read ahead this weekend and I am doing the WebAssign homework, and I am halfway done with it.
I see Fluorine is doing the WebAssign homework. The thing about Mrs. Cobalt is that she doesn't care if you are on your device as long as you are working on a class.
Okay, we are continuing lesson 4.2 with finding area under a curve. Take example 7 here. Find the area under the curve of the equation of x squared plus 4x plus 3 from x equals 1 to x equals 3.
Mrs. Cobalt, can I speak to you for a second?
All right, continue to work on question 7.
Hey Fluorine, I got my laptop here. I am halfway through 4.2. Do you want to tag team these questions?
Yes, definitely. This lesson is really fun to do once you get the hang of it.
Cesium?
What did
Are
we
you serious
discuss?
right now?
Do you want
You're
the school
gonna
to
set the school
violently
on
explode?
fire.
Emily,
Caleb, let us do our work. We are both halfway through the homework problems actually grasping the knowledge, while you are still clawing your way through the lecture.
Don't use my real name, mister.
Miss.
I don't approve of you working with Fluorine.
cesium.
You will make the school go up in
violently
flames.
explode.
We do not care.
Ugh, just let them work together. They aren't causing any problems. I swear, you two are pathetic.
Exactly. Let Fluorine and Cesium tag team the homework. No wonder you two like each other. You both are the saltiest people when you are together.
Unlike you two, Sodium and Chlorine, Fluorine and Cesium are highly intelligent. You two are both complete idiots.
Wow, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen just roasted them.
They didn't just get roasted, they were grilled.
Anyways, let's get back to work.
Don't get me wrong, Chlorine's been my best friend since preschool. She's always had my back. But when it comes to Cesium, she becomes a paranoid and controlling freak. Like I said before, she's also a hypocrite. When she's around Sodium, she's just as reactive as I am. But when I just talk to Cesium, I get scolded and berated by her.
I still don't know why Sodium and I are friends. He joined our friend group in 6th grade and has been Potassium's best friend since that time. He introduced him to us. He's always had this salty, jerky vibe. Always thinks he knows what's best, but he is delusional.
All right, I am back. Let's tackle example 7 now.
When will I get the chance to talk to Fluorine and ask her out?
Aside from Chlorine, nitrogen and oxygen are my best friends. I never saw me getting close to them to begin with, especially since oxygen resented me when I first met her. When I first met the Knops gang, I flirted with hydrogen right in front of her. She told me to back off and said that hydrogen is her boyfriend. Totally my fault, but I've changed. But she started to lose all her resentment towards me eventually. Nitrogen never had resentment towards me. But now, look at us. Besties with a triple bond. The crazy thing is that we are right next to each other on the periodic table and we all have a single letter as our chemical formula. N-O-F.
I heard the dance's theme is neon. I wonder who came up with that.
It was definitely Dr. Neon, the English teacher. She really likes to rub her glowy nature in everyone's face all the time.
I hope they don't use any of those cheap fog machines. I don't like the scent of melted plastic. I definitely am nose blind to the smell of bleach, as I smell like that.
If that is the case, Sulfur will definitely bring his whole chem safety kit.
Oh my Mendeleev. If there is any, Sulfur's gonna treat it like a lab hazard. He is so funny. And the best thing about nitrogen and oxygen is that they get me.
Rubidium has been my best friend since daycare. We were the two hyperactive kids filled with curiosity. I once tried to bench press a toy truck and gave myself a nosebleed. Rubidium tried to calculate the physics of how stupid I was. This was before I started working out. I started working out in 4th grade. We've bonded ever since then. Our respective metals are chemically similar as both metals have to be stored in an inert atmosphere or in a vacuum, are soft, and have low melting point. But we are emotionally different. So you rejected like 7 people to the dance, right?
8. The last one tried to hand me a color-coded proposal with stickers.
Dude, you're like an introverted magnet. They think you're mysterious or something.
Yeah, and they misinterpret silence for interest. I don't like social interactions with others. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. I know it sounds weird as I hang out with the CHNOPS gang, halogens, and the other alkali metals, but that is completely different as you all are cool.
So you are really going to the dance by yourself?
That's correct. I like dancing. I love music, specifically progressive rock, but I hate being around people.
That's fair. Rubidium is cool with being alone. He doesn't care how much people make fun of him. He is also a good listener and he actually gets me.
Me and Hydrogen are going and I am dragging him onto the dance floor. He hates dancing, but I am trying to get him to step out of his comfort zone a bit.
Carbon and I are going. He and I are planning on showing up early and helping start up the playlist for the DJ to set up when the dance starts. Let's be real, Dr. Iron will probably choose Bromin for the DJ as she is a pro at it.
You both are lucky. You're not going to be lone wolfing it out. While here I am thinking of asking someone out. Probably.
Who is it, Fluorine? Tell me.
Oxygen. Don't put me on the spot like that.
Come on, Fluorine, just tell us.
Alright, it is Cesium. I like Cesium.
We knew it.
What?
All of the Knops gang have been talking about it. We connected the dots, and figured by your vague descriptions that it was Cesium. Sulfur even said that either you and Cesium would kill each other or date.
Yeah. Us 6 have been shipping you 2 for the past month once we figured it out.
You what?
You're both like the elemental equivalent of a firework and a spark plug.
Or static electricity and a soda can. Reactive and somehow compatible.
Okay, rude first of all, but also accurate at the same time.
You have to ask him to the dance. Do not freak out, I bet Cesium feels the same way about this.
Aside from Rubidium who chooses to be lone, you and Cesium are the only ones single in the friend group with us. The rest of the CHNOPS gang, the halogens, and alkali metals, you'll regret it if you don't ask him out. Just go for it.
Thank you, Oxygen and Nitrogen. I don't really say this out loud, but I trust Oxygen and Nitrogen. They get me. Not in the overbearing, let me babysit your every move way like Chlorine does. Chlorine thinks she is protecting me, but she tries to control everything. But for Oxygen and Nitrogen, they actually care and I trust them more than Chlorine despite her being my bestest friend.
It's like every time I sit down, another girl comes up asking if I'm still going alone. I literally had 3 girls ask me before I got here.
Well, you do have that mysterious and loner aura.
Yeah, well, I'm not interested. Relationships are noise right now. I just want a chill night and dance to some 70s and 80s rock music.
I get that. I was thinking of asking Fluorine out to the dance. Whoops. I said too much.
Finally. It took you long enough to say who it was.
Wait. You knew?
While sodium wasn't around, me, lithium, and potassium were trying to figure out who it was. I connected the dots from your vague descriptions of the girl and came to the shocking realization that it matched Fluorine. You also light up like a lamp when you and her talk.
She is just cool to be around. She is chaotic and unpredictable but in a way that makes you want to orbit around her. She just complements my reactivity and I like her for that.
Honestly, you two are chemically perfect. Just like me and you have discussed about that valence electron analogy, she needs one electron to complete her valence shell.
And I have an electron I am trying to get rid of. And that electron is for her.
And I'm saying she'll yank that electron off of you and you'll thank her for it. Go and ask her out to the dance. I believe in you.
Rubidium's the only guy I really trust. Unlike sodium. Sodium is fine for some things. But when it comes to relationships with me, he gets salty if he disapproves of it. Rubidium never fakes anything and I trust him for it. He's quiet, sure. But solid. He doesn't try to change me, he says to just be myself and I trust him for that very reason. Dr. Helium is the professor that every student wants. He has great energy and is really smart. He got into college at 16 and got his PhD in chemistry at 26. Now at 34, this is his 8th year of teaching.
Okay, for the next 3 weeks, we will be diving into our next unit about acids, bases, and buffer.
I love chemistry. There's something addictive about making reactions happen, about balancing something chaotic into something clean. Reminds me of me and someone else.
So let's start with acids. In chemistry, an acid is a proton donor. That means it gives up a hydrogen ion when it is dissolved in water. Hydrogen and chlorine, can you come up here for my example? So in this example, hydrogen will be the hydrogen ion and chlorine will be the chloride ion. So the hydrogen ion is a proton. No neutrons, no electrons. Just a single positive charge. And the chloride ion is a negatively charged ion. The spectator. When an acid like hydrochloric acid dissolves in water, it dissociates into these two ions. The proton donor, the hydrogen ion, and the conjugate base, the chloride ion. Alright chlorine, sit down. Hydrogen, we will use you for our next example. Can I have oxygen and sodium come up as well? So now let's talk about bases. A base is a proton acceptor. That means it takes in that hydrogen ion. So sodium will be the sodium ion, the spectator ion. Hydrogen and oxygen will be the hydroxide ion in this example. We will be taking sodium hydroxide here. The sodium ion doesn't do much. It is a spectator. The hydroxide ion is a real base. The hydroxide ion wants that proton. It will take that hydrogen ion and form water. So, you've got a donor, the acid, and an acceptor, the base. That's what it's all about.
Then it was time for lab.
Alright, in this lab, we are performing a titration series. You will be conducting 4 reactions, each demonstrating a different acid-base interaction. For strong acid plus a strong base, we are using hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide. For weak acid plus weak base, we are using citric acid and baking soda. For strong acid plus weak base, we are using sulfuric acid and magnesium hydroxide. And for weak acid plus strong base, we are using hydrofluoric acid and cesium hydroxide.
So hydrofluoric acid. Formula, HF. Unlike hydrochloric, hydrobromic, and hydroiodic acids, it is a weak acid because it partially dissociates in water. Some people think acid strength is about how corrosive it is, but that is not the case. Just because an acid is weak doesn't mean it is safe to get on you. Take HF for an example. Despite it being weaker than HCl, a strong acid, it is more dangerous. HF penetrates tissue. It binds to calcium. It bypasses pain until it's too late. It's a ghost that burns from the inside, but HF doesn't affect me if I get it on me. I'm immune to it. You see, my skin isn't made of cells. It's made of fluorine atoms. It is a lattice of gas phase matter stabilized in a condensed molecular arrangement, and it feels like skin even though it is still a gas. It does not burn me. Another thing about HF that HCl can't do is that it destroys glass. We are using beakers made of PTFE. That is the same stuff my outfit is made of as well, because my skin destroys leather, wool, and cotton.
You can choose to work alone or be in pairs.
Do you want to work together, Rubidium?
I would like to work alone. I got this. But thank you. Try Fluorine, there is no one beside her.
Dr. Helium does not assign us lab partners. We get to choose. But sometimes you can tell he's nudging things in a direction. Like seriously, hydrofluoric acid and cesium hydroxide? Please. You don't accidentally use those two in a lab setting unless you are trying to make a point. So Fluorine, do you want to work together?
Absolutely, I would love to work with you.
I'll tackle the sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid.
And I got the sulfuric acid and magnesium hydroxide and the citric acid and baking soda.
Hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide react like enemies who've fought 1,000 times. The pH jumps up sharply.
Citric acid and baking soda are the opposite. They're awkward and slow to start, like they're not sure if they're meant for each other. But they fizz and you get CO2, sulfuric acid and magnesium hydroxide. That's brute force meeting a brick wall. One overpowers, one resists. But they neutralize eventually.
Lab was going amazing. Me and Fluorine were knocking these out quickly. But then, those two have a meltdown about us working together.
You've got to be kidding me. You two working together? Are you actively trying to blow up this school?
You're gonna burn the building with her.
He's unstable. You're unstable. We are going over there. You are not working together.
Enough. Both of you, mind your own business and get back to your station. From what I see, you haven't even started on the lab. Stop focusing on cesium and fluorine and focus on your own work. From what I see, they are working efficiently. Both can work with whoever they want. And you are breaking a lab rule.
Now for the hydrofluoric acid and cesium hydroxide. I am immune to the cesium hydroxide. Even though my skin feels like human skin, it is pure cesium metal. And it is inert as well. Because my skin is inert, I don't oxidize or combust. I can also touch, hold, and drink water without exploding. All people in this universe are either elements, compounds, or alloys. Their skin is composed of atoms of said elements that are mostly unreactive. I can spill aqueous solutions of cesium hydroxide with no effect.
Okay, so I measured 50 milliliters of the 1 molar hydrofluoric acid.
And I got the 1 molar cesium hydroxide measured out as well. Let's begin to titrate these two together.
We began to titrate the solution. Cesium poured the hydroxide into the burette and I carefully turned the knob to let drops fall in. Our solution has phenolphthalein and it turned pink for a split second before fading.
After a little bit, the pink began to stay longer and we titrated it out until it turned light pink.
You know what is formed from this titration, right?
Cesium fluoride. That is our respective elements. Wait a second. Is she implying something here? I sure am implying something here.
Is cesium implying something with this? But anyways, cesium fluoride is a white, crystalline, hygroscopic, inorganic, moderately toxic solid.
It takes two reactive forces to make it. But once they do, you get something solid. And definitely hinting at something. I think fluorine likes me.
You know, thinking about it, I think cesium likes me.
During lunch and dinner, I typically sit with lithium, sodium, potassium, and rubidium. However, at this dinner, I sat with only rubidium. It's obvious why I didn't sit with sodium. While lithium and potassium are very understanding, I don't feel comfortable telling them about my interest in fluorine yet. Lab was definitely interesting today. Wouldn't you agree, rubidium?
Are you saying that because of the hydrofluoric acid and cesium hydroxide pair? That definitely felt out of place to me.
Yeah. I know Dr. Helium definitely planned that. You don't just accidentally use those two because they don't typically have uses in a classroom lab setting. Sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid are versatile in a lab. We are given citric acid and baking soda already since they are there for safety in case of an acid or base spill. Sulfuric acid is in the same boat with sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid. Magnesium hydroxide also feels out of place, but I mean it was used with sulfuric acid. However, being partnered with fluorine was nice. We got everything done efficiently.
This is why I think sodium is a complete moron. You both mellow out and get work done twice as fast as when you work alone. He thinks you both will cause property damage.
Her notes in her lab notebook are very specific about each reaction. I remember last semester when she struggled academically. Her notes weren't very detailed nor descriptive.
She is definitely sticking to that New Year's resolution she made about that. It is now April 7th and she is the most dedicated person I have seen to a New Year's resolution.
Better than us. We usually bail out after 2 weeks like most people do. Also, she was genuinely smiling. Not any of that fake smile that she normally does, nor that smug grin.
Sounds like you enjoyed her company. So are you going to ask her to the dance?
I definitely will soon. I just need her to make a bigger hint. I think she likes me, but I want to be more sure about it.
Keep taking opportunities like this to find out. If sodium and chlorine try to do anything, me, lithium, potassium, bromine, and iodine will tackle and restrain them.
So Fluorine, how was the lab with Captain Volatile?
Very funny. Oh. If you must know, Cesium and I blazed through it. I caught a glimpse of his lab notebook. He didn't miss any of the details of the titrations.
I saw sodium and chlorine try to separate you. I'm so glad Dr. Helium stepped in to scold them. That would have been messy if he didn't.
The crazy thing is that I know Dr. Helium intentionally used HF and CESO for this so we could be paired up. Both chemicals are not used typically in a lab classroom setting. 3 of the chemicals are used a lot in labs like this. 2 of the chemicals are used to neutralize spills. Although, magnesium hydroxide is out of place. Also his smile is contagious. It made me forget we were surrounded by corrosive chemicals. And the best part, I have never smiled like this in a while.
Did you ask him out yet? Seeing how effectively you worked, you are perfect.
I hinted at it, but he didn't get the memo. I want him to also hint at it too, as I think he likes me as well. I want to be more certain though.
You got this. If those 2 adult childs even try to do anything, we will force them to painfully watch you ask Cesium to the dance. Painful for those 2, for the rest of us 11, nice.
I need to ask Fluorine before it's too late. I woke up groggier than usual. I got about 4 hours of sleep. Fluorine's been in my head all night. Her smile, us working on the lab, and her notes, it just kept replaying. Have you ever stayed up trying to figure out what to say to someone? Don't do that, get at least 8 hours of sleep.
I swear, this test is going to be annoying. I don't understand optimization at all. Whoa. You don't look too good, Cesium.
Did you get any sleep at all?
4 hours.
Dude, go get some coffee. We can't have you falling asleep in class. You know how you are when you don't get enough sleep.
I agree with Sodium. You remember the last time you barely got any sleep? You literally fell asleep in Dr. Argon's advanced mathematics class. He flipped out on you for that.
And yet you still got the highest grade in the class though. Like how did you do that? You used to cut class to flirt and somehow still caught up.
So are you going to the gym to work out?
I'm too tired to work out. As Sodium said, I should get some coffee. I am definitely going to do that. Meet me by Mrs. Cobalt's class in an hour.
Cesium was in my head all night. I only got 4 hours of sleep because of it. Us working together in a lab and wondering how to ask him to the dance without being awkward. This past month has been rough with sleep for me. It is because of Cesium getting into my head. And I know the exact reason why. After we stayed at the Knopfgang's dorm while our friends recovered from that sickness a month ago, he and I had to share a bed because they had 2 spare beds. And Rubidium took the other bed and he has agoraphobia and claustrophobia. Us 3 didn't go to the meeting that got everyone else sick for obvious reasons.
And I am saying that there is a good chance they are going to select me for DJ for the dance on Friday.
Oh my Mendelov. You look terrible, Fluorine. This is the 10th time within a month that you've been looking like this.
Yeah, you've got that. I watched YouTube until 4 a.m. Look. Although, I know for a fact you didn't watch YouTube because you are a loud laugher when you do.
You seriously need some caffeine now. We can't have you falling asleep in class. Get a coffee with 2 to 4 shots of espresso. Trust me, you will need it.
I am worried about you, Fluorine. This is becoming a pattern and you know you need at least 8 hours of sleep. Sleep is important. Whatever is going on, try to push through it.
I know, I will just do what Fluorine says. I need a coffee. Maybe if I just walk up and ask him straight up. You, me, dance. That should work. I don't know, I'm too tired right now.
I just need to ask something simple. Something like, hey, want to go with me? No metaphors. No similes. No comparisons in any shape or form. Just a question. That's all.
I'll have a large black coffee. No sugar, no cream.
All right, that will be $2.49. We'll have it out for you in a little bit.
I like my coffee bitter. It should be an acquired taste and slap your taste buds. It shouldn't hug them. Sweet coffee is just a dessert. Coffee is not a dessert, it is a drink.
And what would you like, sir?
I'll have a large coffee with 5 sugars and 2 vanilla creamers.
That will be $3.09.
I don't understand how you can drink bitter coffee. Caffeine should taste like optimism, not death.
Here's that for you, ma'am. Enjoy. And here is your coffee, sir. Enjoy.
Morning, Cesium. You look tired, but dressed well.
I can say the same about you. I only got 4 hours of sleep.
Same. I had a hard time falling asleep last night. I spent most of the night thinking. Something I don't get is how you can drink that much sugar. Coffee should be an acquired taste, not a dessert.
I can say the same for you. How can you drink actual punishment? Do your taste buds even exist?
They exist. They are well adapted to the bitter taste. You literally drink frosting with bean water and call it coffee.
Well, you drink burned battery acid and call it flavor.
But hey, coffee is coffee. You enjoy how you want it.
Despite me and Fluorine being passionate on how coffee should taste, we agree that it is still coffee. I won't go over calculus as we went over Riemann sums.
During calculus, we went over Riemann sums. Me and Cesium studied for the Chapter 3 test and started on our Unit 4 web assign homework. Typical that sodium and chlorine decided to try and shut us down for just working together. But, Mrs. Cobalt was talking and yelled at them both for talking over her.
It is weird how chill Paladin, Argia, Plato, and Aurora are despite them being millionaires. They aren't carbon rich as Carbon is a billionaire, but they are cool to hang around. They have zero superiority complex and are good to have conversations with. Aurora hated me at first because in September, I flirted with her and failed. I first compared cesium to gold as they are both gold in color. Then I said something about cesium oride, a salt containing both cesium and gold. Now we are on good terms. Now we are joking about it during lunch.
Remember when Cesium tried flirting with me back in September? He first commented on how we are both gold metals and then made an analogy about cesium oride.
I remember that vividly. You told me he said you and I are both golden. It's like we're meant to shine together.
Yeah, that's my bad. That was before I knew you both were married.
And then at the DJ show Bromine pulled off later that evening when I met the rest of your friends. You should have seen your face when I flashed my ring. Just pure horror.
Honestly, we all recovered smoothly. I was upset with what you did, but we are all chill now.
I mean, yeah. Definitely learned my lesson from that and after a few more failed flirting attempts so I don't mess it up with the next person.
Okay, Cesium, spill the beans. Who is it? And also, have you asked her to the dance yet?
Wait. Who is it, Cesium?
Well. Okay, but don't broadcast it. It's Fluorine.
Well, that makes perfect sense. Not just perfect sense, that is chemistry textbook levels of perfect sense.
Literally the most sensible pairing in this entire school.
That is the most logical pairing ever.
Hopefully she likes awkward pickup lines as much as Aurora did. Oh wait, she did the same thing to me in September as well. I forgot Fluorine did the same thing.
Yeah, but there's one problem. Sodium is making it close to impossible. He literally flips out over me just talking to Fluorine.
Do not get me started on Sodium. Or his girlfriend, Chlorine for that matter. They are drama monics.
Those two are annoying. Everyone in your friend group except Sodium and Chlorine is chill.
Those two cause so many scenes because of their paranoia. I'm surprised they don't get embarrassed when they cause them.
Don't worry, your secret's safe here with us.
Paladin, Argia, Plato, and Aurora are trustworthy. They won't tell anyone if you like somebody and want to keep it private.
The Knops gang are honestly the coolest people on campus. Everyone else is great, sure, but these 6 are relatable in every possible way. Hydrogen is the group leader, carbon is rich, nitrogen is athletic, oxygen is social, phosphorus is emotional, and sulfur is nerdy. But there is one thing they want to happen. They want me and Cesium to get together.
Seriously, Fluorine? Whenever you and Cesium are together, you both mellow out. Seeing you and Cesium tag team the homework during calculus and the lab was very satisfying.
Scientifically speaking, it makes perfect sense. Think electrons for a second. You're like an atom of fluorine, 1 electron shy of a complete shell. And cesium has got exactly 1 electron too many. It's obvious, really.
Please get together with Cesium.
Ask him to the dance and get on with it. It is killing me watching you two orbit around each other without bonding.
Yeah, you two are perfect for each other. Both of you are intense, flirty, reactive, and misunderstood. You are electronegative and he is electropositive. Perfect chemistry there.
And who even cares what Chlorine says? She's paranoid about everything.
Exactly. Who cares if the school explodes? If it blows up, it blows up. Relationships don't blow up campuses, anxiety does. Just go for it.
They're all right. The Knops gang are all supportive and they don't make me feel like I am a hazard. I will do it and ask Cesium to the dance even if Chlorine grills me. What's the worst that could happen? Paladin, Argia, Plato, and Aurora are fascinating. They remind me of Carbon a bit. Wealthy, elegant, and refined, but unlike most rich people, they're not one-dimensional. They've got depth and they're genuinely intriguing to talk to.
I don't know why Ruth and Rode wanted an extravagant wedding. They should tone it down and go for something less expensive. It's borderline exhausting.
Exactly. Paladin and I kept it modest. Classy, sure, but not over the top. Rode has half of Carbon's wealth, but he is twice as clueless and one-dimensional when it comes to wealth.
You all talk about Ruth and Rode a lot. You talk about how there are 4 more of you. You say there is Ruth, Rode, Osmond, and Iris. How come you rarely mention Osmond and Iris?
Well, talking about Osmond and Iris is really complicated.
They've been through a lot. Their relationship is very unique. It's built on affection, support, consolation, lots of love, and a lot of tears. Osmond has had a lot of loss in his life which really impacted him mentally.
And with Iris, she's had struggles adapting to life here on Earth. As we have said before, she is from Kepler 22b. Stuff that's normal there can be perceived as really strange here and vice versa. The biggest change is adjusting to the 365-day-a-year here from the 290-day-a-year on her planet.
Those two have the most complicated relationship out of anyone we know. It's deep, and they're protective of their privacy.
I want to meet your other 4 friends. They seem very intriguing to me.
Honestly, they're really introverted. They don't do crowds. You'll meet them eventually, but it might take some time.
Speaking of crowds, are we all hyped for the dance?
Me and Plato are definitely excited. We have been talking about it all week.
Exactly. I wonder what kinds of songs the DJ's playlist has. I also heard from Paladin about karaoke.
Yes. I heard there's a karaoke machine set up, and you know I'm all over that.
Honestly, I wish I could just ask Cesium to go with me.
Let me guess, Chlorine is making it impossible for you.
Yeah. If I ask Cesium out, Chlorine will grill me non-stop. That will be a disaster.
I swear, Chlorine is such a jerk.
She's paranoid and very dramatic. You deserve better than her nonsense.
Don't let her deter you from asking Cesium out. Do what your heart tells you to.
They're right. They are very supportive. So what if that woman child throws a tantrum? I would like to rub it in her face and have bromine and iodine force her to see everything.
The Knops gang are the most chill people I have ever met. They're supportive, adaptable, and they actually get it. Back in September, Hydrogen had something against me. I flirted with Oxygen and he told me to back off. Definitely my fault. But after some time, he came around. We are chill now. Let me lay this flat since you all are understanding. The mystery crush I have is Fluorine.
Thank Mendeleev you finally admitted it.
You both are perfect for each other. We want you and Fluorine to be a thing.
I have a question for you, Cesium. Do you believe in the electron analogy?
In fact, I do believe in it. Fluorine's got 7 electrons and she needs 1 more to complete her shell. I've got that 1 electron dangling around and I want to get rid of it. That extra electron goes to Fluorine. I should give it to her.
What are you waiting for? Ask her to the dance.
Sodium is making it impossible. You know how he is. He'll flame me for hours. It'll be relentless.
Ugh. Sodium is such a man-child. He shouldn't decide who gets together with who. You both mellow out and work well together. You are perfect for each other. Sodium doesn't see this.
Exactly. If the school goes up in flames, it goes up in flames. But let's be real and use common sense here. It definitely won't catch fire over a relationship.
Cesium, everyone here thinks you two make total sense together. Don't let Sodium hold you back.
Time's running out. Trust us and make a move.
The whole Knops gang is rooting for me and Fluorine to get together. I know Sodium will flip, but I shouldn't care.
Mendeleev, I hate Wednesdays. It's the middle of the week and you feel like you're going nowhere. The weekend is ages away and the whole day feels like a never-ending spiral. Not to mention that I seriously can't stop thinking about Cesium. Every time I see him, I begin to zone out, which is getting pathetic. But anyways, we are in 4.3 today. We are covering Riemann sums. I finished the WebAssign homework 2 days ago and studying for the test. At least Sodium and Chlorine aren't here. I have a feeling they are aggressively making out in public. Honestly, thank goodness they aren't here as iodine and bromine are concerned.
Fluorine, you're zoning out again. What's going on? You look like you're tired and daydreaming at the same time.
It's genuinely concerning me. You have been staring at Cesium for 10 minutes straight. If you have something to share, just let it out.
Okay, fine, you caught me. I like Cesium and I can't stop thinking about him. I really want to ask him to the dance, but I don't know how.
We knew it. Me and Bromine have been privately discussing stuff about you and what has been happening to you recently.
Chlorine better not find out about this. She will light on fire and definitely explode. You and her are like chlorine trifluoride in situations like this. It ends in a fire.
I know. If Chlorine finds out, I will never hear the end of it.
Oh, believe me, she has been difficult recently. If me or Bromine even mention Cesium's name, she shuts us down.
And she is the biggest hypocrite I know. I know I used to chew you out for flirting aggressively, but seeing how much you are improving, I chilled out. She is going way too far. She is no better when Sodium is around. I mean, where is she even? She is 100% making out with Sodium. You deserve happiness and Cesium is a perfect match for you.
I agree. Seriously, Fluorine, just go for it. Bromine and I won't say a word. I promise. If Chlorine does something, I will set it straight with her. You all know I am calm and rarely raise my voice or have a serious tone. The calmest people can be the scariest when they are dead serious. And Chlorine kind of fears me for that.
Honestly, Bromine can be a bit abrasive sometimes, but she's nowhere near as bad as Chlorine. Iodine talked to her in August and she eased up after that. Iodine is the voice of reason of our friend group. She is calm and understanding. She doesn't tolerate Chlorine's harshness towards me if it is unreasonable. Frankly, I'm so tired of Chlorine's constant grilling. She criticizes me for things she does daily with Sodium. Even Iodine and Bromine see the hypocrisy.
Wednesdays are so dull. The middle of the week drags on forever and classes blend together. The only saving grace is lunch.
So have you asked out Fluorine yet to the dance?
I have not. I don't want to embarrass myself. Like, what if I fumble right in front of everyone?
It's simple, don't ask her in front of everyone. Go to a quiet place away from people. That's what girls keep doing when they ask me out. And trust me, they're still asking.
How many does that make now?
We are now up to 21 now. I had 7 ask me out yesterday and 6 more today. I get it. I'm handsome, mysterious, and whatever. But I'm not interested. Going solo is a choice, but that's beside the point. But my point is to go somewhere away from people, especially Sodium and Chlorine.
Rubidium always has the best advice. Quiet guy, sure, but when he talks, it counts. I trust him completely. I will definitely take his advice.
Uranium amazes me. She's studying nuclear engineering. Her brain's gotta be like a supercomputer or something. Sometimes I wonder what it's like inside her head. Probably equations.
Do you all have any plans for this dance coming up this Friday?
Yes, I do. Me and Iodine are going to be doing karaoke. We picked out a song. It is a rock song made in 1973 that got a 2024 mix that was criticized for pitch correction.
Nitrogen's convinced she can teach me to dance before then. It's an uphill battle, but she's determined.
Thorium and I are going together. He and I are going to check out the obstacle course they have. How about you, Fluorine? Are you going with anyone?
I want to ask Cesium, but honestly, Chlorine and Sodium are making it impossible.
Iodine filled me in on this matter. I won't tell anyone, especially Sodium. In fact, Lithium, Rubidium, and I want this to happen. If sodium even tries something, we'll tackle him.
Exactly. But you should probably try to get cesium alone. Go somewhere quiet to avoid embarrassment and be away from sodium and chlorine.
Wait a minute. I feel like something is wrong. Oh no. Sorry, Thorin wants to see me. I got to go. Right now.
Every single time. How does she keep forgetting?
It cracks me up every time. She realizes our seating arrangement and knows our element symbols form something inappropriate, and suddenly it's an emergency.
Uranium cracks me up. She's brilliant, but she sits with us in a certain arrangement and forgets that me, her, carbon, and potassium's chemical formulas spell a swear word. She panics and leaves like she's got a diffuser bomb. Honestly, it never stops being hilarious.
For clarification, a weak acid does not mean harmless or non-corrosive. Take acetic acid, the main component in vinegar. It is a weak acid, but in its concentrated form, which is called glacial acetic acid, is corrosive enough to damage human skin. Then there is citric acid. The stuff found in citrus fruits is also weak. It is stronger than acetic acid but typically only causes mild irritation. The key difference is dissociation. Strong acids dissociate completely in water while weak acids dissociate partially, maintaining an equilibrium between molecules and ions. Now there are 12 strong acids you will need to memorize. They are nitric acid, sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, hydrobromic acid, hydroiodic acid, permanganic acid, iodic acid, periodic acid, specifically metaperiodic acid, bromic acid, perbromic acid, chloric acid, and perchloric acid. This is a superacid. That means it is stronger than 100% sulfuric acid.
I know exactly what some of you are thinking right now. Wait a minute, Fluorine, where are the acids that have you in the equation? You are a halogen as well, and I see chlorine, bromine, and iodine. Where's fluoric and perfluoric acid? Let me tell you a secret. I'm special. Unlike Emma, Ella, and Hannah, my bigger and heavier friends, I only have one oxyacid. There are two reasons for this. Firstly, I absolutely despise positive oxidation states. Like, come on, I am fluorine. I am all about the negatives. Putting me into anything positive is just chemically offensive. Second reason, I have no d orbitals to help expand my valence shell. In simple terms, I am chemically restricted. With that being said, my only oxyacid, hypofluorous acid, formula, HOF, is already a real piece of work. It is a weak acid, but it is also unstable. However, of the hypohalous acids, it is the strongest. Now, here is the interesting part. Hypothetically speaking, if I could expand my valence shell just like my three friends, what would my oxyacids be like? First off, fluorous acid, formula, HFO2. This one is interesting to me. There is a trend for the oxyacids of the halogens. The further you move up the periodic table, the stronger the acid becomes. This is due to increasing electronegativity. The reason I bring this up is because bromous acid is stronger than iodous acid, and chlorous acid is stronger than bromous acid. All three are weak acids. Following this trend means fluorous acid will be the strongest of the four. I can see it swinging one of two ways. It could also be a weak acid like the other three, or it could break the trend of the halous acids being weak and be a strong acid due to my electronegativity. Either way, it would be highly corrosive and toxic and very unstable. Next is fluoric acid, formula, HFO3. Now we are in strong acid territory. The other halic acids were just mentioned by Dr. Helium. They are strong acids and so would fluoric acid. It'd dissociate completely and be incredibly powerful, corrosive, toxic, and wildly unstable. And lastly, here's where things would really escalate. Perfluoric acid, formula, HFO4. It would be the strongest oxyacid of any element, the titan of them all. If perchloric acid is already a superacid, meaning that it is stronger than 100% sulfuric acid, perfluoric acid would outclass it in every way. Think about it for a second. I am the most electronegative element and a very powerful oxidizing agent, even more powerful than oxygen. This acid would dissociate completely. Perfluoric acid would be absurdly corrosive, a ridiculous oxidizing agent, lethally reactive, diabolically toxic, and unstable to a degree never seen before. Forget merely dissolving metals. Perfluoric acid would obliterate anything that crosses its path. This acid would be a nightmare, but this is all hypothetical. It is chemically impossible for these acids to exist. So it is just hypofluorous acid that is real. But that's the beauty of chemistry, the freedom to imagine if certain chemicals exist even if it is chemically impossible for them to exist in real life. But if perfluoric acid did exist, I would pay someone to react it with cesium hydroxide.
Bases follow similar rules to acids, just with higher pH instead of lower. Strong bases completely dissociate into their ions, providing an abundance of hydroxide ions. For us, you need to know 8 strong bases. They are calcium hydroxide, strontium hydroxide, barium hydroxide, lithium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, rubidium hydroxide, and cesium hydroxide.
Notice the pattern? Every alkali metal makes a strong base. For group 2, disregarding radium hydroxide, the bottom 3 make a strong base, the top 2 don't. Beryllium hydroxide is amphoteric, meaning it reacts both as an acid and a base. Magnesium hydroxide is weak because of its low solubility in water. The strongest of these listed is cesium hydroxide, my own base. It's not a superbase for some reason. It is stronger than sodium hydroxide, which is the benchmark base, which is why I think it should be a superbase. It's honestly a shame perfluoric acid doesn't exist. If it did, a reaction between perfluoric acid and cesium hydroxide would probably be the most spectacular neutralization reaction ever seen. I'd pay to see someone pull it off. Dinner was chill today. Sodium was off with chlorine, typical of him. With him away, the air is less tense.
Did you hear Bromine was picked to be DJ? She is literally perfect for it. Takes requests, flexible music taste, everything you need.
Iodine was ecstatic when she heard the news. Me and her picked our karaoke song. We picked a song from a recognizable rock band from the 70s and 80s.
This dance will be amazing.
So Cesium, have you asked Fluorine to the dance?
Wait. Who told you about that?
During lab today, it was apparently obvious. That look you gave Fluorine was a big hint for us.
Yeah, you weren't exactly subtle. I thought you were gonna spill your beaker half the time.
It's true, but do not tell Sodium. I will never hear the end of it if he finds out.
We will not tell Sodium about it. Isn't that right?
Yeah, we got your back, Cesium. He will get tackled if he tries anything.
Indeed he will. He will have to get through us 3.
Thank you all. And I haven't asked her to the dance yet. I need to find the right moment to.
Hey, you'll figure it out. You always do. Just don't wait too long.
Seriously, Cesium. Seeing how Fluorine acts around you, she clearly likes you.
A quiet place, Cesium. Remember, somewhere private. No pressure.
I got that. Somewhere away from Fluorine to ask her out.
And then we can all tease Sodium when he crashes out.
Well, they picked me to DJ.
I am not surprised. You are the perfect person to DJ for dancers.
Yeah. You will crush it. You are flexible and have good music taste.
I'm already putting together a flexible set list. I'll take requests, but if anyone asks for 6 hours of ambient whale sounds again, I'm hitting skip.
Please do if some troublemaker tries to request it.
You better play the songs on that 1979 concept album by that progressive rock band I like.
Already queued. Fluorine, have you asked Cesium to the dance yet?
Not yet. I want to. But you know how Chlorine is. The moment she even suspects something, she'll probably storm in and drag me away mid-sentence.
She'll have to get through me before she gets to you.
I'll tackle her if she tries anything. She's a shrimp compared to me. 5'4" and 0.4 pounds against someone who is 6'2" inches and 855.7 pounds.
Me and Iodine will restrain her from doing anything. She will definitely cause a scene and rant like the woman-child she is.
Thank you both. Bromine's come a long way. She used to side with Chlorine on a lot of matters when it came to me and my big problem. One thing she disagrees with Chlorine is she wants me and Cesium being together. And Iodine? She's always been the voice of reason. Always patient and always watching. Now it is Thursday and nothing special happened in calculus, just reviewing for the test. For lunch though, Chlorine was there. Things are awkward when she's around.
Okay, tell me right now what is going on with you, Fluorine? You have been acting weird all week. You have been quiet, focused, and surprisingly mellow. That's not like you.
It's nothing relationship related, I swear. I have been stressing over the calculus test tomorrow. I feel like my brain has been fried from the amount of stuff learned. Oh dear. I said too much. Fluorine definitely will question what I just said.
Right. I don't believe that.
She's been studying all week. She didn't even show up to our Gardic phone game session last night. You know how you both love to read out loud the prompts and she usually cracks up.
Well, I did notice that. She is the one who usually makes the most out-of-pocket prompts and drawings. I did notice that the prompts were more sensible.
Yeah, and she has been destroying those optimization problems.
I see it now. She takes a lot of notes and I saw her notebook was filled with optimization problems. I just didn't want it to be some cesium thing. He's dangerous.
I totally forgot one of Fluorine's biggest flaws. She's gullible. Her paranoia makes her believe anything. Throw in something school-related and she falls for it.
For lunch, Sodium was sitting with us today. That means I have to pretend like I'm not thinking about Fluorine every 5 seconds because things will get awkward.
Cesium, what is on your mind? You have been acting strange all week. You're not the focused Cesium I know, you're the distracted Cesium, like something is going on.
I have been spending more time in the gym. I am trying to get some extra workouts in before the dance.
Yeah, you have been skipping study sessions to work out.
I like that you're keeping yourself in good physical health for the dance. I know you'll kill it with your dancing.
You aren't skipping gym day. Keep up the good work.
That's fair. I don't know how you keep a routine like that. I couldn't even. I just needed to make sure it isn't fluorine related. She is a hazard.
Sodium's so gullible it's honestly pathetic. I mean I have been skipping study sessions to go to the gym more frequently, but Sodium doesn't know the full story. Thursdays are the most uneventful day of the week. Not quite close enough to Friday to celebrate. Not early enough to be motivated. Nothing fun happened in general chemistry today. The reason I haven't done anything today is because of the elephant in the room made of table salt, Kale and Emma. They've been hovering around like security cameras with trust issues. And I still haven't asked Fluorine. But tomorrow night is the dance and I have a plan. So here is the idea. I will ask Fluorine out to the dance during lunch or dinner, whichever is less crowded. I will tell her, can you follow me for a second? To get us alone.
That's a good plan. Remember, keep it casual and calm, like here. It's serene and away from those hypocrites. It's also easy to exit in case Sodium or Chlorine try to intercept.
It's like a heist is being staged.
To be fair, you and Fluorine are the most reactive elements. Of course it feels like that because you both are at high stakes here.
I am going to do this. I waited too long and it is time to execute this plan.
You've got the cesium. Give her that extra electron.
Tomorrow's the day. And this time, I'm not backing down.
I hate Thursdays so much. I feel like I've been in slow motion since noon.
Well, it could be worse. I think you are just emotionally overloaded.
For sure. Fluorine and Sodium are like security cameras. It's like they have been watching every single move I make.
So are you asking Cesium to the dance?
Yes. I am doing that tomorrow. Either during lunch or dinner, whichever is less crowded. I'll tell him to follow me somewhere quiet.
That's the spirit. No foot traffic and no salt. And honestly, Cesium's not the type to reject you in public anyway. He'll follow you.
I'm just scared I'll freeze on the spot.
Don't worry about it. You're strong, and cesium brings out the calmness in you.
Nitrogen and oxygen are right. Fluorine can't control everything. Tomorrow, I take that chance and ask cesium out to the dance. Well, today is the day. I actually got sleep last night. Like actually good sleep that I woke up early. No chaotic dreams and no pacing at 3 a.m. Today I feel different. I mean that in a good way. I feel unstoppable and courageous. I will ask cesium out to the dance today. No ifs, ands, or buts. Alright Fluorine, remember your plan. Step 1, get through calculus today and take that test. Step 2, at lunch or dinner, pull cesium aside and ask him out to the dance. Go somewhere private. Step 3, if it is dinner, get through chemistry and the lab. Alright, let's put that plan into action.
It's now the day of the dance. I've gone over the plan with rubidium twice. We plotted the best exit routes from the table. I'm getting in a workout first to mentally prepare. Okay cesium, think about what you are going to say when you ask her. Nothing too formal or intense. Maybe something like wanna go neutralize some acids with me at the dance? Oh Mendeleev, no. This is not a nerd fest. I get we are both intelligent, but there are other times for us to nerd out.
Fluorine, you have been in there for 15 minutes. Calculus starts in 30 minutes. Are you coming?
Also, you do know we heard your self-talk into the mirror, right? Not that it matters or anything.
Off to calculus we go.
Morning, Speedy. Will you be coming to calculus with us?
We heard you talking to yourself. Real romantic stuff you were talking.
Neutralize acids with me, huh? Please use that one.
Yeah, I am coming to calculus. Get it out of your systems. The day begins now. It's time to ask Fluorine out to the dance. It is test day in Calculus 1. I am sitting behind Fluorine and we are reviewing the gauntlet that is Unit 3. There are 5 sections in this unit. 3.7, Optimization Problems, the bane of everyone's existence. 3.9, Differentials, not that bad. 4.1, Antiderivatives and Indefinite Integration, the easiest section. 4.2, Area, the most tedious, but most fun section. And 4.3, Riemann sums and definite integrals, feels counterintuitive to learn now because I went ahead and got to Unit 4.
Optimization is misplaced. This should have been part of Unit 2 with all the applications of the derivative. Why stuff it in with everything else?
Breathe Fluorine, class doesn't start for a little bit. We have time to study together. Optimization sucks, but you got this. It's hard, but this is the only bad section.
Cesium's honestly the only person who can keep up with me in this class. Everyone else is too slow or too cocky. Me and Cesium are already blazing through Unit 4 like it's nothing.
How far into Unit 4 are you in the WebAssign homework?
I finished Section 4.5, Integration by Substitution. That one's a bit tricky because it is the reverse of the chain rule.
I am done with Section 5.1, the natural logarithmic function, differentiation. I can help you with that.
Alright, thank you Cesium.
I'm going over there. She's getting too close to him.
I am going over there and I am going to grill him until his skin melts. Although his skin is liquid already because this room is like 550 degrees. And viewers, we use Rankine for our daily lives like how you all use Fahrenheit or Celsius.
She's going to set
what
off
are
a
you
chain
doing,
reaction.
Lincoln? Get
Let
off
me
of
go,
me.
Lena, you traitor.
No,
Caleb.
Emily.
Anyways, antiderivatives are super easy. But for me, area is the most fun. There is something satisfying about finding area under a curve.
Right? That, and Riemann sums.
Seeing bromine clock chlorine like that was the highlight of my morning. I totally forget she is easy to push around as she is 0.4 pounds. She went down hard, and then she crashed out like the woman child she is.
The second lithium tackled sodium, it was full-on temper tantrum mode. He's such a man-child, it's almost impressive how predictable he is.
Sodium, chlorine, bromine, lithium. All 4 of you go back to your seats. I don't know what brought this on, and I do not care.
We took the test and the optimization problem was the only bad thing about it. Mrs. Cobalt also found a mistake for the differential problem.
You're so dead for what you did to me in class, bromine. You know that, right?
I know. I'll add hiding from you when you try to kill me to my to-do list, right under not listening to your paranoid tantrums.
And you're also dead, lithium. If you tackle me like that again, I swear to Mendeleev I will add aspartame to your coffee instead of sugar as I know you hate aspartame.
I'd like to see you try, dude. If you do that, I will add Diet Cola to your coffee instead of regular as I know you like adding cola to coffee and you hate Diet Cola.
Anyways, I'm hyped for the dance. It's going to be epic.
I am so ready. I'm ready for an emotional whiplash. Hopefully my intense manic emotions won't make me turn white. That will cause me to smoke and ignite after some time.
Me and Potassium have picked the perfect karaoke song. It will blow all of you out of the water.
No spoilers though. It will be legendary when we start singing it.
So Fluorine, have you asked out that mystery crush of yours to the dance? If so, won't you mind sharing?
Oh chlorine, sweet innocent chlorine. So obsessed with control, yet completely oblivious to the obvious. She hasn't connected the dots as I have been talking to Cesium more often. Her paranoia makes her blind to things when it is clearly easy to connect the dots. But I will ask Cesium later today. Not yet. But I will later today.
And what about you, Cesium? Have you asked your mystery crush yet?
I'm surprised Sodium hasn't figured it out by now. I have been talking with Fluorine more often and I have been working with her in lab. But nope. He's got all the salt, no sweetness, no bitterness, no sourness, no umami. Later today. Timing's everything.
On a side note, what did all of you think of the calculus test?
Optimization can burn. Indefinite integrals were a cakewalk.
Area under a curve was by far the best. Riemann sums were satisfying to do.
Differentials destroyed me. Mentally taxing if you ask me.
I liked indefinite integrals, they were so clean and fun. Optimization can go back to Unit 2 where it belongs, there was no need for them to be in this unit.
Antiderivatives were fine. Riemann sums made 0 sense.
Optimization was easy. Differentials were a fever dream.
The entire test was horrid. I don't need to elaborate any further.
That entire test was manageable.
Optimization is the bane of my existence. Like oh my Mendeleev. It does not need to be that Mendeleev awful. I bombed the Unit 2 test with a 74% and I definitely bombed this test too.
I liked the structure of the area problems. Optimization? Trash.
I finished early, but I second-guessed myself on some of the questions. I panicked after handing the test in.
Differentials made sense. All of the Chapter 4 content made sense too.
I think I blacked out halfway through.
Antiderivatives, area, and Riemann sums were like dessert after a brutal entree. Optimization and differentials were terrible.
Completed the test. Time-stamped. Logged. Filed. Moving on.
Well, the test is over and since it is busy for lunch, I will execute step 3 and then ask Cesium out to the dance.
Today's lab. pH determination using indicators. You'll select a mystery solution, run your test, and figure out the pH as precisely as you can. You will pick an indicator of your choice and compare it with 3 pH solutions that have a known pH that is close to what you think the mystery pH is. I'll leave you all to it.
Why don't we work together, Cesium? We both work well together.
You read my mind, Fluorine. Let's grab the solutions from the table.
Absolutely not. Fluorine, you are not pairing with him again.
And you, Cesium, back off. I'm not watching you start a fire.
Go and find a different partner. What there? Who slapped me?
Let them work together. You've been controlling, paranoid, and completely out of line. This isn't about safety. This is about you not trusting anyone but yourself. I'm done with it. Either you let Fluorine and Cesium work together or I will clock you again.
Gulp.
And as for you, Sodium, let them be. If you don't, me, lithium, and rubidium will throw you into a lake. Although, you won't explode as the sodium atoms in your body are not reactive. You still float over water. We'll leave you floating there for the rest of the evening.
Oh Mendeleev, no.
Did we just get bodyguards?
I think so. And who knew iodine and potassium were heavy slappers?
Anyways, I got the litmus solution. Let's find the pH of this mystery solution.
Well, it turned purple. Now let's test the solution with a known pH of 6.
I love the coloring of this one. It turned almost salmon in color. I will test the solution with a known pH of 7.
This turned purple. It is close to the solution, but not quite. This solution is definitely basic. Let's try the solution with a pH of 8.
Well, this looks very close to our mystery solution. I think that the estimated pH is 8. Let's write it down.
You know, the lab on Monday felt like a dating simulator. When we mixed the acids with a base.
Don't tempt me. I might start offering pH strips to my crush and ask, are you acidic or just bitter?
Well, you are the queen of cheesy pickup lines.
This lab felt natural and fun. Cesium makes things interesting and makes chemistry fun without being annoying. The best part of the lab is when iodine slapped chlorine in the face. The look on her face says everything. She fears iodine, especially when she gets mad.
I love seeing Fluorine genuinely smiling. Working with her in lab is nice. Also, seeing Sodium get slapped by potassium was too funny. He deserves it for being a man-child.
Me and Sulfur's mystery solution turned light pink.
We picked phenolphthalein for our indicator. The solution was basic with a pH around 9. It was almost a deep pink, but not quite there yet.
Our mystery solution was acidic. We used methyl orange and the solution turned red. Our solution had a pH of 3.
I wonder if the solution was lemon lime soda for us. It smelled like it.
Okay, was the slap really necessary? That actually hurt.
Yes, it was. You were being hot-headed.
My face still hurts from that slap. You know I bruise easily, potassium.
Oh, quit your whining. I'm softer than you, so I bruise easier than you. That slap bruised my hand as well.
Well, you both got what you deserved.
You should have known better. You're lucky Dr. Helium didn't step in.
Let's call it even and get prepared for the dance.
Fluorine, can you follow me for a second?
No. He's going to set this place on fire. We have a 343W hazard on the loose. Someone stop him. Let's go, chlorine.
Come on, potassium, rubidium, bromine, and lithium. Let's go.
Right there with you. Kale and Emma will not get away.
Let
She's
me
going
go.
to trigger a
He's
massive
gonna burn the
explosion.
whole
You
place
don't
down.
understand.
Never! He's not going to burn it down.
She will not. We aren't letting you go.
Chlorine and sodium are making fools out of themselves.
Yeah, they have completely lost it.
Honestly, this is so pathetic of them to do that. And what are they even trying to prove? They are oblivious to the fact that fluorine and cesium mellow each other out.
And they are causing a scene like a group of middle schoolers at a restaurant.
How does anyone take them seriously anymore?
At this point, they are a lost cause. Fluorine and cesium aren't even doing anything wrong, unlike last semester where the interference was necessary.
Matthew, Lincoln, Logan. Let me go right now. Cesium is going to burn the entire place to the ground.
Shut up. You're acting like a psycho, Caleb.
You don't understand Elena and Hannah. Fluorine is going to destroy everything. She's lethal. You're both blind.
You're the one destroying everything, Emily. Get a grip.
Sit still and grow up already.
I swear if you don't let go of me, Matthew, I'm gonna snap.
Good luck with that dude. We all know your bark's worse than your bite.
Yeah. And you know you are humiliating yourself in front of the whole school.
Fluorine is going to cause a massive explosion. You can't trust her. Let me stop her.
Explosion? Really? From just talking to cesium? Do you know how stupid you sound right now?
Elena. I do not sound stupid. Stop taking Fluorine's side. I'm protecting all of you. You don't know what she is capable of doing.
You are not protecting anyone, Chlorine. You're just paranoid and possessive.
Cesium is going to start a fire. He's unstable.
The only unstable one here is you, Sodium.
You are being an embarrassment. Look at how many people are watching us.
I'm not letting Fluorine endanger the entire campus just so she can date cesium. She's a chemical disaster waiting to happen.
The only disaster is the tantrum you're throwing, you woman-child.
Emily, stop making a fool of yourself.
Cesium is a walking fire hazard. There is a reason he has a 4 on the NFPA diamond for flammability.
If we are going by that logic, you, as well as the rest of the alkali metals, are also a fire hazard. You sound completely insane right now, Sodium.
Grow up, Caleb. Let them have their moment. You are being a man-child.
This is getting ridiculous. Sodium and chlorine are completely out of control. It's absurd that they would go to extreme measures to stop fluorine and cesium.
Exactly. Sodium's insecurity and chlorine's paranoia have turned what should be a simple romance into public humiliation. I've never seen such an irrational spectacle.
It's pathetic that they are acting like spoiled kids over someone else's happiness. It's embarrassing to even watch.
Honestly, sodium and chlorine have officially surpassed every drama I've ever performed in. It's unbelievable.
I don't know who these two screaming maniacs are, but they're giving me a headache. Like, do they always act like this in public?
It's pretty entertaining to me watching them throw tantrums like this. Honestly, I haven't laughed this much in ages.
This display is absolutely disgraceful. I have no idea who these individuals are or what is compelling them to lash out like this. Do they have any dignity?
This is revolting. I don't care who these people are. Causing such a disgraceful public scene is completely intolerable. On my home planet, behavior like this would earn immediate and lasting shame. Clearly, dignity is foreign to some here.
You're
He's
all
too
ignoring the
reactive,
signs.
you fools.
Fluorine will combust with him. No more restraining us. We are stopping this once and for all. Let's go, Sodium.
Right there with you, Chlorine.
Cesium, did you want to say something?
You just read my mind. I was going to ask the same thing. There's something I've been meaning to ask you all week. Will you?
Maxwell. You think this is funny, Max? You are literally messing with the most reactive person on this campus. What are you trying to do even? Burn the school to the ground. You are the most reckless person I have ever met. You don't think and you impulsively make decisions. You just cut class to flirt with almost everyone. And to think you have the nerve to mess with her behind my back. This isn't some lab joke. This is dangerous. And I'm not gonna let you and her start a fire. You've been a hazard since the beginning of last semester. You're not clever, you're a severe fire hazard and a pretty unstable health hazard with a smile who is buff and happens to excel at a lot of things.
May. Seriously? Of all people, him? After everything I've said, everything I've done to try and protect you, this is how you repay me? You sneak around like a child and chase after the most unstable guy on campus? Do you have any idea what could happen if you two actually got close? The most catastrophic exothermic reaction and explosion in the history of this school. You're not just some schoolgirl with a crush, you're Fluorine. You're a walking, talking, extremely unstable health hazard that oxidizes everything you see. And Cesium amplifies all of that combined with the extreme fire hazard he is. There is a good reason you and him get 4s on the NFPA diamond. You think he's sweet and that he cares? He's probably just using you for the thrill. And when he breaks you, I will be the one left cleaning up the mess. I'm done with the backtalk, the sneaking, the lies, and the injuries I sustained today from Mela and Hannah hitting and tackling me. I have sustained like 3 bruises today. From now on, you are forbidden from speaking to Cesium.
Same goes for you too. Don't even look at or talk to her ever again. This ends now.
Okay. Whatever.
I am dead serious about this.
I know. You're always serious. That's your problem.
Go. Inside. Now.
Everyone else had already left. It was just only me now. I was ready. Cesium was ready. But those hypocrites had to ruin everything. Chlorine doesn't understand what it's like to be screamed at by someone who says they're trying to protect you and they don't know how much they are damaging you. And that's what hurts the most, how much she thinks it's love, when it just feels like fear. I'm tired of feeling like a hazard and being treated like I'm dangerous just for having feelings for someone who is like me.
Now I am at the dance. After the grilling session from Sodium. Yeah. I showed up alone. I wanted to punch his face so hard that I would have gotten hurt myself, like margarine hitting an eraser. But in my head, I was saying, don't punch him. Not today. I was still mad. Not loud mad. Just irritated. Then, little by little, it faded. I bumped into Scandium and she introduced me into her friends. Titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, nickel, and zinc.
To lighten the mood, why don't you go to the dance floor? I know you'll kill it out there.
Exactly. A lot of people here like seeing someone putting themselves out there and resist the social pressure.
Go Cesium. Show us what you got. I mean, look at the crowd.
Look at you go. Destroy the dance floor, let's go. He's eating this dance floor alive. I never knew he could dance like this.
The crowd is going wild right now. Everyone likes your dance moves.
Yeah. Go Cesium. The crowd loves you.
I won over the crowd and everyone loved my dance moves. After 15 minutes of dancing, I decided to take a break and chill by the stairs.
Dang Cesium. That was awesome. Your dance moves blew everyone away.
Potassium and iodine also killed it at the karaoke. Great work to the both of you.
Also Cesium, sorry about the whole thing with Sodium. He was too strong at the moment and he pushed us away.
I know you all tried. No hard feelings. You aren't the problem, it's his controlling and paranoid nature. Then it hit me. A scent. Not a pleasant one. A pungent, irritating, and bleachy scent. It was strong too. It definitely wasn't a pollutant in the air. It smelled familiar. That smell wasn't a chemical. It was her.
Fluorine definitely went too far with the grilling. I've been crying for the past 2.5 hours. Not just silent tears crying. I mean, the ugly, messy, chest-hurting kind. The kind where you feel like your throat's been scraped raw from the inside out. My eyes are sore. Thank goodness my makeup is tear resistant. That would have been a disaster to clean up off of my face. Before the dance, Bromine and Iodine found me in the dorm. Said they were sorry. They didn't mean to let her go. Said Chlorine got some adrenaline spike and shoved them both off like she was powered by rocket fuel. I know they tried. But it didn't make the sting go away. I didn't even come here to dance. I just didn't want to be alone. And somehow ended up more alone. Suddenly, footsteps. Ones that sound familiar. Like someone who walks tall but always slows near doorways and always makes just a bit too much noise in the hallway without meaning to. Like him.
Hey Fluorine.
Hi Cesium. How did you know I was here?
I smelled a strong scent. Stronger than ozone and bleach, that's how I knew you were here. I don't mind it at all.
Oh. That makes a lot of sense.
Hey Fluorine. Are you okay? You are teary-eyed and it looks like you have been crying for hours. Just tell me what is going on.
Well. Alright. I was trying to ask you to the dance all week. Ever since November when you came up to me and asked if everything is okay and we started talking, I felt a bond forming. This week, I wanted to ask you out, but Chlorine was always in the room compromising things. And then when I finally pulled you aside, she flipped out. And then she called me a walking, talking, extremely unstable health hazard that oxidizes everything I see. I've been called a lot of things before. Reactive. Crazy. Intense. But never that. It hit deeper than I expected.
I guess we both have been trying. I was trying to do the same thing and ask you out to the dance all week. But Sodium made it impossible. When I pulled you aside, he blew up at me. And the worst of it, he made outlandish remarks saying I'm not clever and that I am a severe fire hazard and a pretty unstable health hazard. He honestly thinks I'm not safe to be around or I wasn't allowed to care about anyone and that if I did, I'd just wreck them.
You know Chlorine and Sodium told us not to talk to each other.
I do not care what they say anymore. They're the least mature people I've ever met. They think they can get away with making out in public and cause chaos because they are dating. They think that is cute, but here we are, not allowed to talk to each other. I swear, Sodium is such a man-child. And for Chlorine, she is a woman-child. What they both have in common, they are hypocrites. I'm done with it.
You know what? Yeah, they are. They say we are hazards, but they are no better. Chlorine is just as big of a health hazard as I am. There is a reason we get a 4 in that category.
And Sodium is also just as big of a health hazard as I am and is also a fire hazard, although he has a 3. He is also somewhat unstable.
Let's just forget what they said about us not talking to each other. Chlorine is so getting saccharin in her coffee. She hates the bitter aftertaste. I already hid of the sugar.
Yeah. And Sodium is getting thrown into a lake and staying there for the weekend. He will be floating on top of it as he is lighter than water. He can't sink even if he tried.
You know Cesium, you are looking really nice. I love that buff physique you have and those nice violet eyes glisten when you smile. You are very handsome Cesium.
Thank you Fluorine. You are looking very nice. You have one of the most beautiful smiles out of anyone I know. Your yellow eyes glow in the dark and I like that. You are very beautiful Fluorine. Off topic here, but do you believe in the valence electron analogy?
I do. I am an atom of fluorine. Electronegative and intensely reactive with 7 electrons in my shell making me one short, yearning for that extra electron.
Exactly. And I am a cesium atom. Electropositive and also reactive, but for the opposite reason. I have an extra electron and wanting to get rid of it.
And that electron I need is the extra electron from the cesium atom.
And that extra electron of mine is given to the fluorine atom.
Chemistry is such a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it isn't always about chaos and reactions. Sometimes, It's about balance and equilibrium.
You know, of all the guys and girls I have flirted with over this year, you are the only one who truly cared. Everyone else didn't care, ran away, or laughed it off.
Of all the guys and girls I have chased, joked with, or tried to impress this year, you're the only one who slowed down and turned around and cared.
So, do you want to start dating?
Yes, I do, Fluorine.
Well, the school didn't explode.
And the school didn't catch fire.
We're in the clear.
So do you want to head back and dance?
I'd love to Cesium.
There's the perfect pair.